Hello there and welcome back to the Game & Muscle channel. I highly recommend that you don't watch this stream or the recording or take part at all, because this is just a test. This is destined to be a total disaster. We're gonna be seeing if I can get the VR working properly. Just like, how did you know we were going to be streaming? It's almost like you had a premonition. So, I don't even think we're going to be doing much racing, to be honest. I've literally got the VR headset set up. I've put my VR cameras up. I'm not expecting anything to work, but I need to know if it does work so that when we actually do a proper stream, you know, it comes together when we're not there just messing around with settings like one of our traditional streams. So we're doing a test stream beforehand. Amazing. I know, top quality entertainment right there. So I'm in my pajamas. I'm not even dressed for stream work, if you can call streaming work. I mean, it isn't really, is it? But look at these fancy pajama bottoms. I better turn the direct drive wheel on. That's something I forgot to do. So really what I want to find out though is if this will actually work while streaming. I've got a cup of tea, mind you. So even if it doesn't work and I've wasted everyone's time at my own time, at least I've got a cup of tea, and that's the beauty of tea. Everything could go wrong, but if you've got a cup of tea, you've got a cup of tea. So that's the moral there. World War One, a bit annoying, you know, but people had cups of tea. World War Two again, you know, a bit of a devastating thing, but cups of tea, it's not too bad. The plague, I don't know if they had cups of tea during the plague. I'd assume so, but most people getting the plague probably didn't have tea, so probably, you know, it's pretty terrible. Right, bloody cables. This is like, I can't wait for the day that, you know, cables are abolished. Like we have something. I mean, you can get wireless keyboard and mice, and you can get wireless transmission to your VR headset, but you know what I mean. If we could get rid of power cables and everything, that would be nice. No, without sugar. No sugar. No. Who was it? Someone on one of the videos was like, "Oh, tea with sugar." It's just depressing, really. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you go so far as to make a cup of tea and then demolish all that hard work with sugar? Paul S, you should phase it out. Try half a sugar. I should be able to see chat in VR through Hello V, but that comes later because I've changed my bit rates. I've changed everything. I'm still waiting for a new graphics card. MSI is supposedly going to be sending me one, but I don't want to hassle them for it. So that will help a lot. I've just bought a new hard drive actually as well, but that's not even in the computer yet. I've been so busy. It's just everything's a bit all over the place. But yeah, if you what you should do, it was Mr. T with Honey Guy. You should phase your sugar out of your tea, and then eventually you'll have it without. You know, you'll be fine. Do that with coffee. If you start off drinking coffee, I mean, ideally, don't bother drinking coffee in the first place. But if you start off drinking it, and you put milk in it, gradually you can like put less and less milk in it, and then you can just drink coffee without milk in it. Actually, you know, it's not a shock. Though if you have like a proper shot of coffee, that's still a bit too much for me. But I think Americans could learn a lot from not having half a ton of sugar in their coffee. American coffee. Oh dear. It's not right, is it? Have you ever tried streaming with Shadowplay doing VR? Yeah, well, I have. Yeah, I've streamed in VR before using NVENC and CPU. It's just a bit of it tends to be a bit of a disaster, but you know, I've kind of just got fed up of driving in 2D. You know, it's really just not the same. I was playing Project Cars 2 yesterday in VR, and it's just so much better. Like, you actually feel like you're in a car. You forget how good virtual reality is when you don't use it, and you're kind of like, oh, you know, screens are okay. And then you put your VR headset back on, you're like, oh my god. Oh my god, this is amazing. Hi Xander. I'm alright. Shame that you've not been well. I've been on and off with the unwellness recently. I'm not doing too bad now. I'm just tired. But I'm doing alright. And hopefully you're doing good as well. What's going on? I need a sci-fi movie, guys. Yeah, that's what my girlfriend was like. She banned me from... Well, she didn't ban me, but she didn't like science fiction films. You've got to go through all the Star Trek films, Zero Skill. Yeah, all the new Star Trek films and the old ones. Don't tell me anything about Star Trek, guys, because I haven't seen the last 2 Star Trek films and I haven't seen any new TV series, so please don't say anything. But all the old Star Trek films are on Amazon, I think, at the moment. So go through all of them. That's, you know, some good classics in there. Yeah, it's weird with VR. Recording, Shadow plays absolutely flawless. Hang on a minute. Oh, there we go. Shadow plays absolutely flawless with recording. Streaming, when using OBS and stuff, is not as flawless. There we go. Hi SWA Gaming. You've come to the worst stream. I thought it was time for a terrible stream. A setup stream. We're probably not going to do any racing today. I mean, if I can get it working in the next like 35 minutes, we'll do some racing. I literally woke up at 4 AM this morning. I did go to bed at 7 PM the night before, but you know. Right, that's that set. Just setting up. I'm trying to set up VR whilst live streaming. See if we can get it working all right. Because I mean, I guess I could have sent it to a test channel, but I also want to see the chat room because that affects OBS and everything that's going on. It's just not the same otherwise. Blasphemy, blasphemy everywhere. Pot noodle. So I have got a cup of tea, and I'm eating these Mr. Kipling Halloween. They're basically shortbread with a bit of toffee and a bit of butter between them, but they're very nice. I highly recommend them. Shortbread goes really nicely with a cup of tea. So this is why you don't need sugar in your tea, because you can eat shortbread, which is basically, well, it is literally butter, flour, and sugar. So you know, have a nice savoury cup of tea with a nice sweet shortbread, and that's it. Save your sugar for your shortbread. That's a life. There's probably a life moral in there somewhere. Right, let's launch this in VR mode. I tell you, because I hadn't used VR for a while, because everything's just been a bit of a mess, to be honest. And when you put VR back on, it's just like every time it's like incredible. You're just like, oh my god. Just, I can't imagine what it's going to be like with the next gen VR headsets as well that have foveated rendering, eye tracking and everything else. It's going to be like a whole another level of face blown off excitement. Jaffa cakes, nice one. I can't get Jaffa cakes. Bag of minstrels. I can't get Jaffa cakes because I can't stop. I'll eat Jaffa cake till I'm sick. Chocolate fingers, the same. Jaffa cakes are particularly bad. I don't know what it is with them. They make me feel sick. Same with those McVitie's gold bars, the white chocolate gold bars. They're so nice. So nice. There's what, but they make 2 of them and I feel sick. Yeah, butter, sugar and flour. Shortbread is amazing though. The best shortbread is Millionaire's shortbread. You're done with that, and that's caramel. You get condensed milk and you boil it for like 3-4 hours, and it turns into caramel. I could just eat that. That tastes amazing. And you put that on shortbread, and then you put dark chocolate on top of it. Oh, that is nice food. But you can only really manage like one of those, and you go into like a you go into like diabetic shock from it. It is tea time. Everyone just have a cup of tea with me. We're just having tea today. We're setting up and we're having a cup of tea. Well, I've got the VR headset on here. The screen's on. The tracking's working. Actually, I've blocked one of the tracking cameras with some washing, so that's probably not going to work. But it should be fine with one. That's divine. Well, isn't that a Tetley's advert? Tea time is great. You have a full face of food and a cup of tea. I can't start eating honeycomb. I can't remember the last time I had honeycomb. Oh, another thing I can't stop eating. Those wafer things you get. Like they're like the Pink Panther wafers. And they literally make you feel sick. Because I think they just absorb all your like stomach acid. And your stomach's just like, what have you eaten? This isn't natural food. But you can... and I found some of them that are sugar free. So, but they taste ridiculously sweet. They sell them in the pound shop. The pound shop's amazing for biscuits and stuff that you can't get anywhere else. That probably just give you instant cancer. But it's good. It's good cancer. I mean, if you're going to give yourself cancer, you might as well do it through biscuits and whatever they put in them. Well, this should be interesting. I'm just going to do practice, private testing in my Caterham. This car's amazing in VR. Get a medium-sized fan PJD and have it blowing on you. It actually makes VR more immersive. Weirdly, it makes you feel like you're outside. Which obviously, if you're in a car, you're wearing a helmet, but just having air blowing on you for some reason makes you associate the situation with it being real. I guess because I guess it makes you think it's outside rather than inside. Apologies for my pyjama bottoms here. We really have not done this in the most professional way, but what can you do? Oh, I'll show you guys something cool actually. I'm going to point the camera at my groin. That's not what's cool. We're using that button box. We'll be doing a review of it soon. The new button box. But I got my mini printer and I printed out all my little icons. I don't know how clear that is, but everything is on the wheel, labelled. Well, not everything, but most of the stuff, and on the button box. I thought I'd share that with you. I know that's the height of entertainment right there, but the point of that and what's cool is I'll bind every single game to exactly the same button rather than it being all over the bloody shop, and then, when it comes to VR, I will know which button's which, just, through proprioception. Some my biscuit. Idiot vision screen. You say that, Darth Jasky, but you playing in VR, it doesn't bother you in VR. It just looks really bad in 2D. In VR, it's okay. Because it's smaller in VR and you can look round it because you've got two eyeballs. Well, okay, this seems to be working. Is this the stream's going out? I wasn't expecting this to just work, Try okay, I'll give that a go. Sorry, I gotta have my biscuit, guys. Sorry if I'm making you motion sick through biscuit head movement. I have seen it, yeah, but I'm skeptical until I actually get to use it. Oh, no sound again. Hang on, we'll fix that. That's a good idea. It's going to be going. The audio's going through the Rift headphones, so let's just fix that. Thank you. See, this is why I need the live chat, because you tell me exactly how I've messed things up. Headphones, Rift audio. There we go, and then that should work. There you go. Yeah, I can see the stream, the chat in VR. Not right now. I have to set up another program, but I should be able to. I'm using the Vive at the moment. No, I'm not. I'm using the Rift at the moment, and I recommend the Rift for simulators, flight sims, and driving games because it's the software's a bit smoother. It does it's sort of frame smoothing interpolation algorithm, which is asynchronous space warp, is better than the Vive's, which comes in handy with driving sims and flight sims because those games tend to be rather demanding. We're going to be driving the DTM car in the next sim racing system sesh. but some other people are running different cars as well, so it should be a nice mixture. The DTM car means that people can join in that aren't necessarily lightning bolt fast. We still have good close racing. Got your shortbread. That's it. Sorry about this. This is terrible. I got told off in a comment for eating while streaming because it's really rude. Yeah, I'll probably go for the Mercedes because it's the fastest one, I think. I might alternate actually. I don't know. Isn't it in the core game? Could I use asynchronous space warp as a pickup line? Hey baby, do you want to see my asynchronous space warp? It's 90 hertz of love. I think it's a good chat line. It's one I'll definitely be using. I'll have to hit the town soon. Okay, well this is running smooth for me, it would appear. There's no, we haven't got any cars. Oh, there's a little bit of a flicker. But this is usable. This is bearable. Project Cars 2 does seem to have a VR bug occasionally where the camera sort of flickers in a rather bizarre way. I'm not sure what causes it. This seems to be working. I can't see the chat room at the moment. Well, I'll have to see if that works with Project Cars 2. I'll just finish this lap. But we are indeed streaming. It should be going out at 48 frames a second. Someone asked why 48. It's because 48 almost looks like 60 when you're just viewing it. There's another weird flash. And it takes a little bit of load off my end, so if it doesn't work, I have to work as hard. Yeah, I wonder what causes that flash in Project Cars 2 in VR. It does it even when you're not streaming. Occasionally you just get like a sudden flick as if the camera's gone upside down or something. It's only for a single frame. It's just really strange. Oh, slow down around that corner. But what am I going to do? We're almost on the lowest settings here. Oh, it feels so much better in VR, guys. You can totally just... You can feel what the car's doing visually, as well as obviously through the force feedback, but it's just so much more clear. It highlights your bad driving and makes you want to actually drive cleaner and more stable. Whereas in 2D, I think you can just wrench the car all over the place without realising it. Okay, I'll go finish this lap. I was getting into it there. I was enjoying the lap too much. I've bound all these buttons now, which is cool. So if we want to check stuff, we can just pop it up. But you can set in the UI for Project Cars 2, like a light HUD, which you could just put nothing on. So in VR, it's good to have a normal HUD which has all the information, but then you put nothing on the light HUD, so you can just turn it all off. So that's a lot more. It's a lot more clear to just have it all on your screen, super large, to actually look at it, and then remove it totally. I don't know how you guys probably can't see that actually because of the way that it handles the video, but it's better to have something there really large and obvious, and then take it off completely than it is to have something on the screen all the time in VR, I've found. So hopefully other games take that approach. Right, that seems to work. I mean, it's not perfect, an occasional stutter, but it's bearable. We'll have to try it with some cars. It's probably all going to go to pot. The flashes of subconscious mind control, slightly brainwashing us. Ian Bell confirmed live chat. Oh no. Prepare to have your mind blown. It's super good. Hi, Coppermine64. I think it flashes for everyone, to be honest. See, it's doing it there. It seems to be like timing based rather than a specific location. It's like something is causing a flash. Look at the pit boxes. Well, not the pit boxes, are they? Like the commentary stand, I think, is up there. Oh no, actually, that's the commentary booths are up there. The media centre. Don't know. I think there might be spectator stands on the right, and obviously then the pit boxes. So good. I mean, you honestly, that, I don't know how clear that is to you guys, but to me, you know, that floor and that exhaust pipe is there. That's why VR is amazing. I mean, in 2D, you don't lean out your car in 2D and go, oh, there's an exhaust pipe. I mean, obviously, the exhaust pipe existing isn't the most important part of a driving simulator. When you're on the limit, you don't think there's your exhaust pipe, but it's cool. It's cool. I mean, what we're doing this for, if it isn't to be man-children that probably should have actually had a real life and could buy the car in reality. No, we're doing this because we're poverty boys. Mind you can get one of these for 15k or so, but then you're taking it to a track, you know, and you'd have to have the time and the money to sort all that out. It adds up, doesn't it? Right, well that seems to work. Why did you get up so early? Bedwetting. I went to bed early. I've just been tired recently. My sleep pattern's terrible. Is the pipe red hot when racing? It should get warm. I know you can cook eggs and bacon on it. In reality, you wouldn't want to touch it in real life. Put it that way. I don't think it gets red hot though. Well, that seems good. Let's try it with some cars. There are some glitches going on, so we'll have to. I'm sure Slightly Mad Studios have been notified about it. I think I've read about it flickering. But let's try it with some cars. I mean, I played through the press and the release version in VR, but I'm not. The point here is that I'm testing it while streaming, which is putting an extra load on the computer. I'm half expecting my computer to burst into flames. Not at the moment, but I will do. To be honest, I'll probably go to bed soonish. This is not going to be a long stream, but then I'll get up early and hopefully I can do some streaming in the morning. And then I've got to do some. I've got to go about, do some boring crap, and then hopefully I can go back in the evening. And I need to. I have to get back into the habit of doing like 1 or 2 videos a day, and then doing like at least 4 hours of streaming, so I can make enough money to live, basically. But as a schedule, I think 2 videos a day is really nice, and then the streaming is just really nice to actually just chat with people and chill out and actually play the games more. But at the moment, everything is a disaster. But well, like, that's the whole point of life. Actually, I think life is meant to be a bit of a disaster. Play a few games of table tennis, all in VR. Am I on the latest NVIDIA driver? I would have thought so. I don't remember updating it. It might not be the very latest one. I can give it a go. We'll have to give it a go in case that fixes any of the little bugs. Okay. Well, I don't think I am. I haven't manually updated, so if I haven't, then we're on that driver. I'd have to double check. How does one make money with stream? Hopefully people enjoy your content and they donate and subscribe to you, which is not, or they sponsor you on YouTube. That gets you money. You can play ads on YouTube, but I don't know if it's really worth it, to be honest. You don't get much money from YouTube ads, especially now that YouTube's gone absolutely mental. But really, you have to have like a reasonably large audience. It's not a way to get rich unless you're like PewDiePie or something. Custom race, that's what I wanted. 15 opponents, we'll give that a go. We'll keep the settings the same. That should be a good test. HUD swap binding. I can't remember what it's called, but there's an option there that lets you go through the HUD and then you have to edit the HUDs. Now this is my full-time lark at the moment, Marco. But I do a lot of YouTube as well. So it's a combination of doing lots of things really. But I've been doing YouTube stuff for like, well, first video was like 4 years ago. But properly, probably for like the last sort of, last year properly, and then, well, semi-properly, and then the last sort of 4 or 5 months I've been really, you know, hammering away at it. Okay, well, we just got a mixed grid here. That's cool. So I won't see chat at the moment whilst I'm in the old headset. Just missed the start there. AI struggling to get through there. These cars look massive. Bit of a BMW. Whoa, hello. So you just don't see this in 2D. Oh my god, that car is big. This is giving me... Oh, I need to turn... Before I forget, I need to turn that off. I've got the opponent markers. I need to turn them off because that's really annoying. Clickbait videos. Yeah, well, today's video was rather a good clickbait title. I wasn't expecting it to be as... you know, as comment-inducing as it was. Looks like Mario Kart mod. Where is this option? I'm looking for the opponent marker option. Maybe it's in this. Proximity indicator. There we go. That's what I want off. It looks weird in VR. VR stream testing in the hood. Yeah, I do, Frodo Meister. Oh, Frodo, we've got to take the ring to... This is the accent the Hobbit's talking in my head. Got to take the ring to Mordor. Oh, Frodo. I don't ask. Don't know what that's about. I mean, VR is incredible. Right. Let's restart this race. Well, this is with 15 cars, and it seems to be running. But yeah, I do get the flicker issue. Sorry for missed chat messages. As I say, I haven't set up a chat room in game yet. That'll be up to Hello V, and we'll have to find out if that works. Whoa! These cars are so big. Look at that. Whoa! Calm down, Bob. Yeah, so as I was saying, driving this caterer in VR has given me second thoughts about wanting to own one of these in reality, or driving on a road. I feel like you get squashed by everything. Oh, look at these brakes. Of course, we won't just be driving Project Cars 2 in VR, we're going to be in AC as well. Doing all our sim racing, system racing in VR, hopefully. Wow, this is awesome. So the flicker thing seems to be totally at random, which is weird. And then occasional pauses as well, like going through the tunnel there. It's more of a bridge than a tunnel. Hello, nice move, Bob. Whoa, not a nice move, Bob. It was a nice move until I got punted. He needs to save his punting for Jimmy Broadbent. He's the punt magnet. I think Jimmy Broadbent can capture all the punts, and then I'm safe. Good on Jimmy. If you don't know about his channel, go and subscribe to it. Jimmy Broadbent. He's a sim racing beast. Like a machine with a direct drive wheel attached to its arms. WMD, Brands Hatch. Well, this... Okay, so it's not stuttered this time. So, yeah, it seems to be totally erratic as to when it stutters and when it does a weird flash, which is weird. It leads me to believe it's a random game issue. Unless it's maybe when you guys type something in chat and my computer tries to update the chat or something. Who knows? just finish this lap off and then I'll look back at the chat room. But this is acceptable. I can race with this. I hadn't tried streaming Project Cars 2 with VR, so I was half expecting it to not work at all. It's so much better playing in VR, guys. I mean, it's hard to explain it if you've never tried it. Oh, there's a weird flicker again. That seems to be the same place. If you've not tried VR, it's hard to really explain it. It's the kind of thing you have to try to know. Let's see if we can get him on this lap. Okay. You definitely feel the braking a lot more, like the de-acceleration. Oh, we're going to run wide there. Whee! Tracking seems to move a little bit as well, which is weird. That's probably because, as I say, my washing is blocking the tracking camera. My god, VR looks fantastic. Looking at your opponent brake disc whilst passing them. There's no going back to flat racing. That's what we should call it. It shouldn't be called VR, it should be called flat. We're on the slope here. Should hold the head sideways on. I've not got the world smoothing on 100, so the car kind of moves a bit. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's perfect. The mirrors work. There's more going on. There's some stuff that's not done properly in Project Cars 2, like the bonnet doesn't seem to... It's reflecting, but each eye's getting such a different view, it ends up being a bit of a mishmash. It'd be better if it just didn't have any reflection on the bonnet. It kind of moves with your head as well, but it's as if it's not quite right. But the mirrors work. Well, the side mirrors work. The middle mirror does not have parallax on it. That's strange. And then we've got this intermittent stutter thing going on, which is rather bizarre. Do you see objects popping in and out? No, that you might notice that, as you can see here in the stream on the edge. That's just like a clip-in plane, basically, that's put into optimize it. Because in VR, you can't really see that. It's too far to the sides. I mean, occasionally you might just catch a glimmer of something popping out, but yeah, the VR view is actually, it's narrower than what you're seeing, so you don't really see that. I should just zoom in the actual OBS view. Actually, that's a good idea. Good idea, Bob. Let's see if it. There you go. Pop in fixed. Pop, stop, pop, locking. I'll probably move this down actually so you get more of a... There you go, more of a view of the road rather than the steering wheel. What happens when you stand... If you stand next to your seat outside the car? Well, I can do that because I need to move my... I've literally got clothes drying in the... My sim rig's in the sitting room at the moment whilst we're dealing with a rather interesting housing situation. So, because I'm in the sitting room and this is quite a small place, I've got this we're drying there. So you know, it makes sense to be in a catering with some washing drying next to you. I need to get one of those. Whoa! Just standing on stuff. I need to get one of those dryer things. I don't know if you've seen them. It's like a tent. It's like a tent with a fan underneath it. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but you put your washing inside of it that's drying, and it blows hot air up through your washing, and it's like more like a balloon type tent. And what it does is dries your clothes super fast, and it doesn't even use that much power. Okay, so if I get out my car, you can see me. I've took my headset off, but my head is here. But if I was wearing it and I got out, and you get next to it, you can. I've lost my head. There you go. Get an idea of what the car looks like from the outside. We can do some. They've minimised the details of the back tyre. We could do some fancy Top Gear shots. It's good practice if you wanted to be a cameraman for a car show. This is my sim. Like, you see where my sim rig is. Let's move the camera back. You can see how the sim rig lines up with the real car. So, got the VR headset here. So the real steering wheel. Then you hit the steering wheel with the VR headset. It's like a haunted VR headset. This woo Halloween headset. Woo. Oh dear, lost the plot. But yeah, you can see that the wheel in game totally lines up with the real world wheel. When you put your same with the pedals, you can't track down there because obviously it's blocking the view. But the side of the sim rig and then the real car chair, it all lines up. That's what's really cool. Let's not put the tripod in the teacup. Yeah, this is the Halloween Stig. He hasn't got a head. It's the, what's it called? The Headless Horseman or something? What was that? What's that film? I've just finished my tea, almost. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do a server then. I'll create a server and we can have a little race. If anyone wants to join in. Yeah, Sleepy Hollow, but with sim rigs. It's the modern version of the film. It's the reboot. Sleepy Sim Rig. Okay. Well, if this works with the server, I'm hyped. VR racing. Here we go. Oh yeah, I can't see the chat room though. Let's see if I can inject the chat room into the game. This might prove to be interesting. Let's see. I normally use Hello V to do VR in the game. Oh, it's just called V actually, but the website's called Hello V. I can never find it on my computer, which is annoying. What's it called? I think it's called Hello V. Oh, hellovie.io is a website if you want to see chat rooms. But what it basically lets you do is paste a it lets you display websites in game. I've got to find where I installed it to though. It automatically installs to the C drive somewhere. Everyone is joining Type 1. Yeah, I think Elite Dangerous Car was like the first game it really supported. But it doesn't work with everything because it kind of has to inject it. Oh dear, hiccups. Well, I'll just download it and install it again. When in doubt, reinstall for the 5th time in a row because I don't know where it installed it to. Well, download link's not working. That's weird. We need to try Sugo because I've not tried that. Lounging on the sofa watching the big screen. Nice. Right, this isn't working. That's typical. Let's see if I can find out where it's installed. Some programs don't install in like normal locations. You know, it's not like you just select it. Some just sort of go ahead and install themselves, and you have to find out where on the C drive they've put themselves. The problem is, as well, it's got a stupid name, so it's hard to know what to actually look for. I'm not, no. Sugar goes great with a cup of tea. Oh dear, Paul S. I'm going to have to banish you. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But the download link on the website's not working. hellov.io. The website's really pretentious. It's one of those like websites a web designer would put together and be like, oh, this is really nice. You know, you scroll down and everything's all over the bloody shop. It's like, just put a download link at the top. We don't need this fancy nonsense. Just have a download link at the top and everyone's happy. Or I am. Maybe I'm just simple, but... Right. See if I can find this download link. Discord does have file transfer. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it does. What? I don't get... Oh, there we go. It's called V. I've got the setup file already from last time I downloaded it. I found it. See, it just installs without you choosing a directory. Really annoying. Okay. I've made a desktop shortcut. And we'll find out where they put it. Manage... Has it put it in the game already? No. Manage library. Should be able to pick up the YouTube chat, which is cool. We bring that up. This is an exciting stream, guys. I'm sorry I can't be more entertaining. I said we should be able to get like 1 or 2 races in. That almost makes up for it. But say this is a test stream. I did warn you. The thumbnail is testing. You know, I was clear about it. Can we do touring cars or something? Yeah, sure. I think we should do the Caterham cars too. But yeah, we can pick something. Why am I getting so many emails? Right. Pop out chat. Here we go. Got a URL. Copy that. And then paste that into here. Paste this in. And that should work. Save that. So this should just load up, really. Oh, thank you. Echo there. Cole D'Souza, thank you so much for powering the muscle. Thanks for that. It's a terrible joke. VR more like TR. That's just so bad. This is so bad, oh dear. But thank you so much for your donation, man. Really appreciate it. What a legend! Oh, here we go. Project Cars 2. More like hello, yeah, I know. It's really good software and it's free, so you can't really complain, but can be a bit silly. Where is Project Cars 2? Project Cars 2 AVX. I guess that's why it is. Inject! Oh no, it's not showing. Oh! Paul S! Drive the GTR. What? Oh, thank you, man. You guys are legends. And this is a test stream. Why do people always donate whilst I'm doing test streams? Thank you, man. Thanks, Paul. Power in the muscle. I need to change my "Are you retarded" for "Power in the muscle" or something equally as annoying. And I thought the hotkey was to tap your head. It might be because I've not launched it, and it might be because I've injected it to the wrong thing. I know it doesn't work with some games though due to cheat protection. But Paul S and Carl D'Souza, legends of the day. Well, I definitely have to do a race now. If we can't get a chat room working, I'll just I'll peer through my nose hole every now and again. That's definitely it. Project Cars 2 AVX is definitely the right thing to inject to. So let's try restarting the game and see what happens. Although it should just display. Do you know what the hotkey is to get it up if there is one? You don't get it. I don't get much, you know, a bit simple. Flexing the muscle. Whoosh. I don't know. Ah! Oh! What's this? What's going on? Kure. Yo blood, lol. No, there's nothing on the screen, guys. What are you doing? Oh dear. Oh, OBS has been massively delayed. Oh dear, thank you. TVR. Ha ha ha, get it now. What is going on? It's like messages flying all over the place. Muscle. Muscle, blood, boy, you. What's going on? Thank you, guys. Mark and Kure, thank you, you mentalists. Again, nothing on the screen right now. I'm going to get this working. Thank you for donating. Really appreciate it. I also appreciate it if Hello V works. Right, I'm gonna leave the game and start it up again and see what happens. Right. Jesus, what's going on? B Blackie, donation training. Hey, why you stop donating to me? I'm not doing anything. Can you hold off the donations till I'm doing something that is worth being donated to? Jesus, thank you. Well, I appreciate it. It's really nice of you guys. Oh my God, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. BH Blackie and everyone else. Bloody hell. It's displaying but only on one eye. Well, I'm gonna have to read the chat room with just one eye. I don't know why it's only displaying on one eye, but I guess it's better than nothing. But yeah, guys, thank you. Thanks for supporting us. As I say, it really does mean a lot. But I don't know why everyone always bloody donates when I'm not doing anything interesting. It's not. This is hardly, you know, it's hardly positive reinforcement, is it? It's like giving a child candy for misbehaving. Okay. VR chat. This should work. Restream VR. Oh, it's only displaying on one. Oh my God, what's going on here? Mazda, someone, these all like popping up. What's this? Carl D'Souza. Oh, you guys can see that on the stream now. Mazda Theater. Thank you, man. You're paying money to make bad jokes. It's like you're punishing yourself. You're punishing everyone else with a bad joke and then punishing yourself by getting billed for it. Well, I can only see this on one eye, which is that's really annoying. It would be handy if I'd... Or maybe if I close this one, the Discord one's probably better. But... Oh! This is like Minority Report, but with a disabled Tom Cruise, whatever his name is. There we go. Why is it only displaying on one? It's in the game, but it's literally just for my left eye. It's like a left eye chat room, which is annoying because if I want to read the chat whilst I'm driving, I have to close my right eye. Well, in theory, this works. In theory, let's try reloading the game up. Or maybe in the game it'll do it on both eyes, like actually on the track. I don't see why it would. Let's see what happens here. What's going on? Muscle some stuff like to install itself in Narnia. What? Thank you, man. Thanks, Corey, again. Stop throwing money at me whilst I'm not doing anything good. I can't see the game menus. This is like floating about. Look at this, like chat room. You guys can see it. Chat room in front of the game. Because it's a separate render. I guess it makes sense. Right, let's go to the track and see what happens. Oh. Seems to be, it's blocking clicks, but actually when I put these down it might work. Error 404, brain not found. That pretty much sums me up. Off, go. I mean, this works in AC, but the annoying thing in AC is you have to sort of keep... Oh, what's going on now? Bruno Alex waiting for the T-tag to kick it. Oh, Jesus, guys. Thank you, Bruno, for supporting us. Oh, you're punishing yourselves. Why is this not working? Right. Oh, now these aren't even loading. I'm going to try reloading again. Oh, no. It's just over here. Right, that's... Oh, hang on. I mean, that's too far out of the way for me to just be able to glance at it, but let's see if we can now access the game. Yeah, we can. So basically, I can't see it when the... if the mouse is selected or the controller's there. So I can put it with one eye as long as I can see the chat room. It's there. It's just with one eye. If I've got a way to see the chat room, that's enough for me to be able to talk to you guys. You know, it's not the end of the world. One eye Bob. I mean, whoa, calm down. I mean, it's a little bit off-putting having something only displayed in one eye, I have to say. I can close my left eye and drive with my right eye. But mind you, I can't even use the steering wheel. So maybe it's not a good idea. Whoa! Oh yeah, well this doesn't work, so forget that. I tried. So, Hello V's out of the question. Let's restart the game. Whilst it's breaking our steering wheel. VR chat's always an option in using Steam VR. I don't think Steam VR works in Project Cars 2 though. Well, let's give it a go with the Oculus Rift, see what happens. You have to pin the window. Oh, did I load this in Oculus or Steam VR open? Steam VR has not opened, or has it? No, that's been loaded in Oculus again. Hi, Star Alarm. I think I just opened it in Oculus VR because I've got OpenVR Drop, but that only works in Steam VR because it uses the Steam VR overlay. If that makes sense. You guys that have VR will know what I'm talking about. Steam VR mode. It's past my bedtime. I know. It is. We're going to get at least one racing because you guys have just thrown money at me. It'd be a bit weird not to. Well, this doesn't even... I've just launched Steam VR mode for this. It doesn't seem to actually be in Steam VR, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's open VR Drop and see what happens. Tools. OVR Drop it's called. Need some tea with alcohol at this point. I quite like Steam VR. Worst player for the most part. It just needs asynchronous space warp. Well, we've broken Project Cars 2 by doing that. I know. I think the thing that makes Oculus perform better is the asynchronous space warp. I think it, and developers seem to integrate it better because it depends on the game. With games that are made for Steam VR initially, Steam VR tends to work better. For games like driving simulators and stuff, the Rift seems to work better. chat room on my controller here. So if I can, if this works. Don't know what else we could do to see the chat room though, to be honest. Yeah, asynchronous spacewalk works if you're using the Oculus Rift in SteamVR, because it still goes through the Oculus Rift. But yeah. But again, what happens then if you're using the Rift with Steam? It's going through Steam and the Rift. That's what I mean. It's like if you're using just the Vive and just playing Vive games, it tends to work out fairly similar to the Rift. But obviously it doesn't have spacewalk, but you know what I mean, in terms of general performance. T's clearly the problem. Get muscle warm up. You're all going to be died of old age. Oh, hang on. Has this loaded up into SteamVR? I don't think so, because I can't see my controller on my chat room. So that didn't work. It's ignoring SteamVR. That is really strange. Yeah, we might with Project Cars 2 be a bit stuck for getting the chat room in it. Normally you wouldn't Frodo Meister. You wouldn't normally, but SteamVR has its the SteamVR overlay, which means you can use OpenVR Drop, which you can't use with native Rift. And OVR Drop lets you place windows, and I can capture a chat room and place that in the game, but that's not working. So Hello V works on one eye. Did someone say there was a solution? Hello V Project Cars 2. Whoa! Dropping everything on the floor there. Did someone say they found a solution to get Hello V working in Project Cars 2 properly? I'm just googling this. Got their Discord channel. Let's have a look. Why is this Rift controller making noises? Oh, okay. It works in their beta build. Is there a way to download the beta build? Hi Doctor 1985. I just messaged them on Discord. Other than that, hi Lucas sent us. This is why we don't try and stream in VR. It's like adding more card to the card house. Let's think. There might be other VR chat apps for the Oculus that might work. It's annoying that it's just not. I mean, VR's new, so and this is like, hi Dominic. Obviously, this is ridiculous. I mean, how many people stream VR? How many people stream VR whilst playing driving simulators? It's rather niche, but it's the kind of thing where it'd be nice if it was integrated. And that's kind of nice thing with how open the Steam VR works with its overlay. Enables it a lot easier than I think the Rift drivers, but obviously it's not the first consideration for Oculus. I don't really blame them for it, but it'd be nice. At least put a picture up. Okay. I'll just get a picture up for you guys. Something arousing. There you go. Oh, 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 what a beauty. There you go. Oh, what's this? This one. Oh, hello V Dev. Beta. Nice. The developers just sent me the beta copy of Hello V. So, yeah, the developer just messaged me. English breakfast. Best tea. Whoops. So we might actually get this working now. Just message the developer back. I assume that's the developer. He might pop in the chat room. I just said, oh, we're live streaming. Come in the chat room. I have to set it up. Let's close off this stuff. It's got to close a bunch of programs. I just learned a second language during the stream, so it's a start. He's learnt Punjabi in a flash. Okay, let's see what happens here. Launch a game to use V. Okay, this is version 7.40. So this might work, guys. The developer said this works. I don't know if it does. Hopefully it does. It'd be awesome. It's like the most fantastic support ever. That's so good how you can just message people now, and they just go, "Here you go." Oculus VR mode. If we can see chat in Project Cars 2, that's great because it means we can obviously stream it, and then hopefully we'll get a faster graphics card at some point, and my face will be bleeding from excitement. Oh, we've got 2 eyes. Oh, the game's strobing, but we've got 2 eyes. Hang on, let me take this off here. Right. Emotional music. This lets you know that cars are serious business. But the bass is kicking in. You know, now you know it's contemporary serious business and suitable for modern people. I now have 2 eyes. God, imagine only having 1 eye. No offence to people that just have 1 eye, but bloody hell, I'd be depressed. I guess if you were born with 1 eye, you wouldn't know any difference. I'd rather lose my leg than lose an eye. I mean, VR would be a bit rubbish in 2D. Okay. Go. I'm happy for both your eyes. Oh. Go. Go. Minimise. It's going to be a bit of a fiddle. Right. Where do I put this? This might actually work, guys. We might be good. Can you see it? Oh, you can't see it now, so it's actually, I think it's put the layer in the right place. Oh, car accident outside my front window. Custom race, let's give this a test then. Oh, we're getting flashing. We're getting some strobing. We're getting a bit of a German nightclub going on. Ah, I think we might be okay, boys and girls. And the wheel seems to be working, which is a good start. Let me just put this in a better place. Where's a good place to put this chat room? Oh! Do we need a steering wheel? I think we're good there. Nobody type anything for a laugh. Paul S, you little sneaky bugger. I read your message there. That didn't work, did it? I know what you're doing. Game seems to be a bit zoomed in. It is zoomed in. I can zoom it back out, but then what happens then is well, let's see if this crashes if I go into Windows. If I zoom it out, you guys can see the edge stuff. So probably better off with my other overlay, to be honest, and then having the edge crop that way. I mean, it'll probably look a bit zoomed in anyway because the field of view is actually correct. Oh, we may have crashed the game. No, well, alt tabbing seems to work. My seating position seems a bit reclined, but we've got manual seat adjustment here, so that's all good. Gamer Muscle, remove the top overlay. What's the top overlay? That's what. No, that's holding on to the chat room. Also, the oh. Oh dear. For some reason, if the keyboard activates, I lose car control. Oh, it's remapped all my buttons. What's going on here? That's not good. The game has spontaneously remapped my buttons. I think there's some bugs going on with Hello V. Oh no, now this is back. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so it's entirely possible there's some technical issues here. Like my controller's not being detected anymore. Oh, now it is. Yeah, this might not be optimal. There's no chat room in iRacing, so you end up with the same problem. Battery depleted. I don't know what you mean. Have the overlay mostly at the bottom. The reason I have stuff covered, the reason I have the sort of cut down window is it means that the video quality is not so bad, because otherwise it has to render the whole view. Ideally, once this is in place, this should be good. Like now, that we should be fine. So, can you guys hear me? I do, yes. I've got 2 cameras. That's not too bad. Can you guys hear him? We mostly see the steering wheel. Are you on about the in-game view or the real-world view? Oh, am I looking when I'm here? Oh, I see. I need to hold my head up higher. Yeah, no, this is what I normally do. Hang on. This is what I normally do. There you go, boys and girls. That is what I normally do. Hopefully that's better. How's this? Ist das more clear, das? Oh no, the chat room's moved. The chat room's just moved 400 meters into the distance. Oh, I thought it was all working then. Now the chat room's literally gone down 10 meters in front of the car. Can't see that. Oh, that's annoying. So it's still clearly not optimal. This is why we test VR, guys. It's a nightmare when it comes to streaming. It's the worst nightmare. It's worse than a bad horror movie. I mean, drive quicker. It's not going to catch up, it's attached to the vehicle. Drive to the chat room, quick. Drive to the chat room. It's annoying because it seems to work apart from that. Chat room is faster than you. But I have to keep resetting it, that's rather frustrating. I mean, in theory it works though. I think it's whenever the game does one of its weird slow-mo stutters, the Hello V resets. It's so weird. I'm just driving my Caterham that has a chat room on the front of the steering wheel. That's how Caterhams were built. You might not have seen them before. It's the chat room edition. Well, we've got a KTM crossbow in front of us. Oh dear, VR's bloody amazing though. Hello, Ashmister. Okay, well, I wonder what causes the problem then. Limit game FPS to 92. I think we're okay. I know Hello V cuts down if the game goes below a certain frame rate, it minimises. Throw chat on the game. That'd be awful. You just need it inside of the car. Like, if someone can build an app for these games, so it doesn't have to be done like this. Like, for example, if you could inject HTML into the game's chat room, then the game's chat room could display the chat. That's how a lot of games do it. I mean, yeah, just waiting for Project Cars 2 API. Well, let's try a server out. Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. I'm not expecting this to work, but I need to have at least one race, otherwise I'm going to have a mental breakdown. Turn back to Race Centre. I'll create a server. This is destined to be a disaster. Let's create an online event here. Let's call it Game of Muscle VR. Alright, just do it in capitals for a start. Password is T. You know the password. It'd be nice if my left click worked. Or has Hello V done its activation thing? I don't know. I am faster in VR, yeah. I certainly find driving in VR a lot easier than in 2D. I find I drive smoother in VR because it's obvious when you... Like in a real car, it's very obvious when you ratchet the steering left and right. But in 2D, you can totally throw a vehicle and it doesn't seem like much. But in VR, it's really obvious. Well, I'll keep it to this... well, let's do the KTM actually. But I'll keep it to an open-ish top car. This is what we normally have. I'll keep it to the same settings that we normally use, just so we've got a good benchmark here. Why is this all changed? So much for my settings I wanted to keep. Well, that's all fine anyway, actually, I guess. Minimum competitive license. We'll put it on you. Okay, you guys can join this. It's the server's called Game of Muscle VR, and the password is T in capitals, Tango Echo Alpha. And I guess we'll find out if it works. I don't want to do that real weather setting yet because I know that's slower. I don't want to put any extra load on my computer for now. so I'll just try it in the dry. Don't know how you guys can read the chat and drive at the same time. Yeah, it's even worse when you're doing it in VR and you've got the chat room covering up half your face. It's like driving with a mobile phone in your face. Ridiculous. I don't really want to show my pyjama bottoms off to you guys. Look at this. I say I don't want to show them off, and then I proceed to show them off. Look at that. High quality pyjama bottom sim racing. It's a professional stream. The KTM GT4 is really boring. I don't really like it. But we can drive it another time. It seems to drive a bit like the Radical, strangely. One on the road and one in the traffic. Okay, I'll start this off and see what happens. It's probably going to crash. Oh, I'm so tired. I've never driven this track, so this should be interesting. I didn't watch his stream, but I heard him do it. I saw a brief part of it. The guy's mental. I don't know why he tortures himself, but you know. Oh, we've got manual pit stops now. I didn't even select it as an option. But I'll accept it, because that's cool. Unless it's just waiting. No, it is manual pit stop. That's nice. Oh, yes, VR. Jeez, VR's good. We're in VR, guys. Put my seat a bit too. Ah, understeer city. I'm getting a bit of stutter and slow down. I probably do need a faster computer to do Project Cars 2 in VR. How's the stream look? Is it working okay? Don't touch anything. I just need a faster computer. Please donate £5,000 to me. Now, as I say, I'm hoping that MSI are going to send us a 1080. I'm waiting for a 1080. I need to email the guy back because he said he would send it. But, you know. I'm not going to, as I say, I'm not going to pressure him. I'm not going to demand it for free, but they were supposed to be sending a review card to us. The quality's already on the lowest. It's already as low as it will go. Well, I've got the AA on medium, but any lower than that and I'm going to be having jagged pixels in my face. No, you should, Rhinos Racing, don't ever use spring in the drivers. Yeah, this is like stuttering every like 10 or so seconds though. It's that hardcore. No, I haven't. I haven't tried using a T300 on the. Give me a little nudge. TSPC Racer Rem on the T300. Whoops! Went a little bit hot into that corner. Some might say. My CPU is already overclocked, but I'm using NVEC for the stream now, so if anything that... Oh no! The chat room's disappeared. Oh yeah, well, yeah, now it's loaded up in a different place, so... Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. That's rather annoying. It just randomly disappeared. I can't keep loading it up, obviously mid-race. I think it's because the game... I say, if the game slows down... Yeah, maybe if I do get the 1080 and the game doesn't slow down anymore. Yeah, it's just a case of like, it's just so much load and so much at like trying to do it real time. Streaming in VR never really get on because I can record perfectly fine. I think it's actually when chat messages come through as well that are causing the slowdown. So, yeah. I need a supercomputer. I need a separate stream PC would probably help as well. But driving in VR is, you know, it's so much better than 2D. It's just not even comparable. Even with Project Cars 2 being slightly blurred. Don't know if it's comfortable for you guys to watch though. It seems whenever I play in VR it really annoys some people that watch the channel. But it's just amazing because you know, I've got Jimmy Turbo in his sunset face in front of me, and I genuinely feel like I'm sat in a car driving behind him. Whereas in 2D, it's like I feel like I'm playing a game. Maybe I could try run it with no AA. I can punish myself. I would have thought a 1080 Ti would do the trick, to be honest. If I put the UI on myself. I have to tell you the position from the in-car UI. I'm using the Oculus Rift Project Apex Racing. Yeah, it's because I've cropped the UI, the screen, so UI will probably not display normally. You can set it up so the UI is actually displayed in a 2D format. Yeah, it's alright. I don't mind running lower graphics settings. There's certain things that are always demanding regardless of the graphics card. How I've got it now is perfectly fine visually. I should try setting everything to low. Well, we can give that a go. I mean, it's annoying that Hello V keeps bugging out though, because I don't, you know, I'll be mid-race sometime and it'll bug out and I won't be able to control the car, or, you know. I won't be able to change that many settings here, but... yeah, I could try running with AA off, that'll give it a nice boost. Keep the track details high. No, it does affect performance, that. Why is he holding me? Oh, qualifying's complete. Test stream. Don't stop in the middle of the road. It's my trademark. I have to stop in the middle of the road. Yeah, to be honest, I think if I had a 1080, you could probably put the track details on full. Maybe not the grass, but the thing is, the Project Cars 2 is a bit like R Factor 2 in its optimization. I think because it is the original G motor engine, they've done so much to it, but in terms of like it loading lots of cars and lots of objects, it's really efficient at doing that. Higher track details give higher FPS. Oh, that's a bit weird. I'll try it out. I mean, you never know, do you? You never know what crazy setting will work, but the grass is off. Apparently, a lot of people are saying the grass affects frame rate a lot. But as I say, streaming just breaks everything, especially VR. A 1060 to be good enough for VR games. If you're going to play games bought in the Oculus Store or at you know, like the Vive, but not if you want to play driving simulators or flight simulators. That's the thing. To be fair, Captain Panic, you're right, but I mean, sometimes you have to sacrifice the lawn. It's unfortunate, but sometimes that's just one of the things you got to do. Well, let's see how this goes. Yeah, the for some reason there's like oh, we've got rolling start as well. These are all the settings that we've just ended up with at random. Whoops, nearly drove into him. Rolling start's probably a good idea, actually. That's probably a good idea for these races. We've got to do a whole outlap. That's actually not a bad idea to stop T1 crashes. His controls aren't working. Okay, maybe there's some bugs in there still. But I can never get over just what VR gets you. I mean, you are in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game. I don't know if we have to do a whole out lap. We have to read the chat room that they don't get brake checked by the guy in front of us. It's not driving in town traffic whilst reading a mobile phone. Don't do that. Oh, it's moved again. My chat room just keeps moving around. As long as it moves in a place where I can see it, it's not too bad. I think I can do that. I don't think that was an illegal overtake. Oh, look at that sneaky push. I think that was it. The lights were green. I think I'm allowed to go. That was a Michael Schumacher starting the back overtake there. This is so good in VR, guys. It makes the game like 5 times better. My rear view camera's got movement as well. That's cool. My bonnet. I'm not one of those. Oh no, but I've lost my. Oh, I can't see the chat room now. It's gone. Rear view camera broke the chat room. But I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those cameras for NASCAR. I have to go like this. Oh shit! Sorry. Sorry. Oh no! Sorry. I was being a NASCAR camera for a minute. I got lost. Sorry. Oh no. Sorry, I was being a NASCAR camera. Oh, I forgot that I was driving the car for a second there. I thought it was a camera and I just used him as a brake. Sorry about that. I can't see the chat room, guys, so sorry if I'm not replying to chat messages, and sorry for that blatant murder. NASCAR camera. This is better than driving from the front view. Oh no, I've turned the wrong way. Oh dear, I need to... Whoa, there we go, I've just caused someone to just disappear. Oh dear. Maybe it's best not to use the rear view camera. It's too much fun. Oh, I hate people that just don't pay attention and just cause wrecks on servers. They're the worst. Where's he going? Oh, well we took like 3 people out already. Okay, we've got an opportunity to use a NASCAR camera here. Okay, it's back to front steering. We can defend with the NASCAR camera. No! Oh no, NASCAR camera! Yeah, we need to not use the NASCAR camera. Severe. Oh, I forgot to turn damage off. It's describing my mental state. Severe damage. Go to the pit stop. Oh no. Yeah, well, the game seems to actually run better without Hello V open as well, so it's probably better not to use that, but it's rather unfortunate. Oh, why is everyone losing it? Psych out! What happened there? What? Why did everyone lose on that corner? That doesn't make any sense. I don't think I need to pit with the car's perfectly drivable. Oh dear, NASCAR camera. That should be like an elite motorsport, driving from the rear view. Probably better just use the mirrors, but the temptation. Whoops. Oh no! Oh dear. Oh, Fez Fox is caught back up after he murdered him. That's nice. I should pit actually and see how well it runs, so we'll give that a look. NASCAR grass camera. So, oh, we've got the pit box. Oh, we're pitting automatic to the damage. I like how you can see your feet moving in this game. Oh! Oh no, that's not the pit box. I don't know this track at all. Well, he's confused as well. Here it is. We've got pit limiter. Oh, hang on. Was that my pit box? I don't know where my pit box is. Have I just driven past it? Why is everyone pitting? Is it mandatory? Is that my pit box? I think it might be. Oh. There we go. Oh, that's pretty awesome. That's cool. Proper animated pit crew. In VR, you can actually, well, look at him, he's looking at me a bit creepy. He's like an alien or something. Don't get that in Forza. You don't get it in VR either. That makes a huge difference. That's really cool. My car's a little bit knackered. It's doing probably like a full... Well, he's not filling up with fuel because the fuel's not there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened there. I guess, well, they fixed the car. Well, yeah, just apart from some stutter, everything seems to be working, which is nice. Unsafe pit exit. Sorry. Don't know why Cunningham Industries just pulled over for us there. It was rather nice of him. Well, I bet the chat room's been fantastic. I bet it's been a hive of activity. And I've not been able to see any of it. This is the way we're streaming in VR. I mean, I guess I could probably get... Maybe I could get a chat room on my lap and I could peer through the nose gap. I could put it on my phone or something. But it wouldn't be ideal. To be able to take the foam off the Oculus Rift. I mean, I guess I could try and use Steam VR though. That might work actually. With the, I could plug the old Vive back in and start using that again. That's an option. How much time we got left to put the HUD on? 16 out of 20. Total time 7 minutes out of 10. Two minutes remaining. Whoa, that was close. We can look at Fez Fox's car now. Oh, you can actually stick your head through the bodywork. Oh, there's the NASCAR camera dissolves. It's easy to do. Warning, driving standards. Come on, that's NASCAR camera and you can't expect me to drive while I was doing that. I think timed races are a good idea though. We've established a couple of things here. One, we've got manual pit stops working, which is nice. Two, we can play in VR, but it's not perfect. And three, timed races might actually be a nice idea to do. Maybe not 10 minutes, like 8 minutes might be quite good. Just go from, we can get through all the tracks in the KTM crossplay. We could drive some of the other vehicles. That'd be really fun. Set it to real world weather, so it's randomised. That'd be awesome. Inside racing line, otherwise known as the lawnmower line. Oh, he outbraked himself. Who was it? Cunningham Industries. Oh no, his industries have shut down. Fast car approaching. I'm that far behind 10th place. I'm that far behind that 10th place is lapping me. Oh dear. There we go, race is complete. It's Welshie. Maybe not reading the chat room in a race would be a good idea. I mean, so long as I don't use the NASCAR camera to distract myself, maybe we can focus on the racing and commentating rather than trying to read the chat. I don't know, maybe you guys prefer me reading the chat room and actually talking to you guys rather than being a weirdo. But I don't know. Well, they've just disappeared. Race finished. So let's have a look at the chat room. Hi guys. How's everyone doing? I can now see the chat room. Everyone in the back was ramming around. Oh no. Well, I didn't crash into anyone, that's for sure. You don't need to read the chat during a race, it's entertaining. But what if someone asks like a really exciting question, you know, that needs answering, they're like, they could be like, my sim rig's caught on fire, Game of Muscle, what do I do? What do I do? My sim rig's on fire, and I could save their life. Yeah, Fez ST, there's a real noob player. I think he might have been using his bumper cam to play the game. I think the guy was a total noob, and he was using the bumper cam. I mean, of all things to do, using the bumper cam going into the Torna. The Torna. That's a new way of saying corner. I'm using the Rift Sea Griller. Let's do one more race then. We'll do one more race tonight. We've got enough time for one more race. We'll return to lobby. We'll say goodbye to Hello V because it's not working properly. You know, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, the server's disconnected. Great. Right, I'll create a new one. What have we got on here? Allow auto start engine, yes. Force interior view, no. Where's the race in the? Oh, it's in the race settings. Rolling. Okay. We'll do it as standard. Oh, okay, we can have rolling, but we can turn formation lap off. That'll probably make a safer start. We'll give that a go. Maybe it's a bad idea. Oh, we can only have like 5 or 10. Well, let's do a quick 5-minute race. Why not? Oh, I was going to turn the graphics settings actually before I do that. Let's turn everything off. Apparently not using the mirror view is more effective as well, but let's put everything on low. We're going low. We're ultimate low here. Right, let's try that, see how terrible it looks. You want standing start, okay, we'll see how it runs. I'm expecting it to be a disaster. Do a classic one. Why not? Yeah, Sugo track was pretty good actually. Okay, service called Game of Muscle. Password is T. It's been called Circuit. Oh well. SWA Gaming. It's because you've had more tea than everyone else. I'm gonna try and actually try in this race rather than using NASCAR camera. What's the night? Am I still dreaming about it now? The nightmares from that car, bloody hell. What an awful car. I've not tried GT Sport, no. I don't have a PlayStation 4, but it could be quite interesting. Who knows what it'll be like. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's still running. Don't want Hello V. Oh well. Oh, we're in the car. I mean, guys, this is amazing. Oh no! forgot to put the speed limiter on. Pit limiter. Oh, we're getting a tree bug because I didn't restart the game. Because I think the AA is still on, but oh well. And we're getting an occasional flash bug as well, but what can you do? It's weird because I don't know if it's just streaming, but when I was using the press version, it didn't stutter this much. It would occasionally on some tracks, but other tracks would be totally fine. And it was only on, it was like, what's this Spanish track where it would do it. There's a couple of tracks where it has certain spots where it do it, but it wasn't like every sort of 20 seconds as it is now. It's a weird bug. I never noticed it in Project Cars 1. Maybe it is just the CPU having to catch up or something. I should have rendered more frames ahead. Give that a go. Try and get a good lap in here. It's awesome being able to use the internal cockpit views, but my seat's too high, so let's fix that. It's probably more realistic. Don't know if you guys can see clearly. Hope you can. Hi Badabomb, I'm good. I can't see chat messages though whilst I'm driving, unfortunately. My brake pedal's way too sensitive, barely pushing it and it's activating. The windscreen wiper's shaking. Oh no, chronic understeer there. You can actually see the in-cockpit timer there quite clearly. This is Donington. Janetta Jr. at Donington Park. And that's me driving wildly off-road. NASCAR camera. Try and get a good lap in, guys. You get so much visibility from VR. It's such a cheat. Oh, cars have a habit of running wide once you've started to go out a bit. Seven out of 23rd. So it's one of the things people bring up is they go, oh, can you see, you know, what your buttons are in VR? But actually, this is literally a new button box as of 2 days ago, with different button layout to the previous button box, and I already pretty much know where the buttons are without having to look at them. So I think people worry too much about VR and not being able to see the button boxes. I'll have to do a separate video on that. That could be a contentious video. Probably won't be as contentious as the last one. But, oh well. Soul's Reaper! He's coming from behind in his stripy car. Oh, there we go. It's a nice, chilled out, slow vehicle, I have to say. Let's see where we are with this lap. It's actually showing me my delta on the dashboard, which is cool. Best lap. 5th at the moment, that's not too bad. So, the well, it's not really a Motec, but it's like a little track display digital clock on the dash here. The Ginetta display, it's actually a Ginetta branded display. It's like something off a bloody mountain bike. But it does the job. It's showing me my lap time, it's showing me my delta. You know, it's not like a real-time delta, but it's authentic to the car, so that's quite cool. Oh, that's surely illegal. Slow down, sod off. I'll lift a bit. Lifted, lifted again, lifted again, lifted again, lifted again. How many times do you want me to lift, Mr. Race Director? Oh God, how much? There you go. I'll just pull over and have a sandwich. Let's go into the lay-by, make a cup of tea. Overpriced motorway stop cup of tea, that'd be great. And the race director's happy. Oh, we've got enough time for another lap. Where's my fuel? The fuel is in the middle somewhere. I can't see that. That's one disadvantage of VRS. It's not quite good enough. Oil. Oh, the fuel is pretty. Oh, there you go. So it's the far left one. It's actually quite clear. You just have to. You can't read what the dial says. I think we might just have enough fuel for one more lap here. Can have this display on. We're still a second off, but I think if we don't get a cut, let's have a go. Down 1/10, oh, almost 2/10. It's this corner here that we're losing a lot of time on. Down 5/10 now, or up 5/10, depending on how you want to look at it. Oh, come on. Oh, it's too slow. Messed that up. Just need to slow down more for that to carry the speed through. It went so wide on the tyres. It was just like slid all that speed away that we've got. Oh, now we. Well, so much for that last lap being an improvement. Might as well just stuck my face under the front wheels there. Oh, it was a mild improvement, I think. Still 7th. It's not terrible. Let's have a little gander at the chat room. Yeah, you have to restart the game to not get the trees, and I think the AA settings don't take effect unless you restart. Yeah, Marco, you have to make sure you save it to a new slot, otherwise sometimes it messes up. SWA Gaming, he's just chilling out behind us. Nice one. It's fun how the game sound stops when you take your headset off. Until it detects your forehead. Well guys, this is going to be the last race here. We'll see how it goes. But I think this VR testing has been a moderate success. I wouldn't say it's a complete success. I'd say it's a moderate. It's a cloudy day success. Six hours later. I've only been going for like 2 hours. That's a short stream. Anything under 5 hours I think is a short stream, it's fair to say. You know, it's first gen VR, Mr. Trade A. You can see pixels, but you know, you feel like you're sat in a car, so you know, it's not perfect. I'm sure it'll improve over time. But it's pretty bloody fantastic. That's the best way to describe VR with driving sims. It's better than screens, I would say, in many ways, other than resolution. But you're sat in a car, so you know, I'd take sat in a car over anything else. So it really just depends what your priorities are, to be honest. Let's move the seat up a bit. We don't actually need to use the RPMs because we've used the computer. And it's go, go, go. Glacier Monkey has missed the start, poor guy. It's probably going to cause a pile up. Let's have a look at that. No, he's off there. He's off. Let's not NASCAR camera ourselves again. It totally reminds me of the Pontiac Solstice in iRacing. We've got a car right behind us. Right next to us. But at least we can actually check it and look, which is cool. That's a bit hard in 2D, because you have to push an extra button. I tell you what guys, this is so much better than 2D. It's just incomparable. I mean, for all intents and purposes, obviously I can't feel G-forces, but I'm at this track in a car, and I've been to this track in real life. So, you know, I know what it feels like in real life, being in a car around the circuit, and it's like this. It's just better in real life, but you know, in a simulator, VR is the closest you'll get to it. And you can't do that in real life though. Woo! Super neck. Let me just put my neck on the bumper for a second. It's a Star Trek teleportation neck technology that they've been using in Janetta. Oh, I just took out those bollards. They're still flying, look at that. Takedown. Those bollards are quite handy actually to help you learn how to position your car. So I thought I'd take them out for a strategic advantage against my competitors. Components? What am I talking about? Oh, let's squeeze him. That's so cool. So good, Jesus. This is a rubbish car. I mean, I quite like this car. It's a rubbish car in terms of speed, but even then, I'm at Donington. Powering out corners, sideways on. Made the race a little bit too short, some might say. 5 minutes. Shame you can't send it to like 8 minutes. That's to me that's a good sprint race length. But I think, actually to be honest, I think 12 minutes, 15 minutes is a really good short race length. but this is something. We're back in VR. I'm happy again. I was having a mild sense of depression playing driving simulators in 2D. It was creeping up on me. I was trying to drink tea to offset it, but it, you know, it wasn't doing the trick. It turns out it was VR all along. Oh, well, Hitler Whiting as well. Bloody slow down. I'm going to slow down. I don't know when he wants me to slow down. Am I just supposed to lift? I'm slowing down. There we go. It'd be nice if they actually told you more precisely, so it wasn't such a guess. Oh look! Memorius has just had a bit of a Serengeti joyride. We're going to pass him on the right here. We're into 4th place, which I could have just told by the top of the cars, but... There we go, a bit more speed through there. If I get Charlie Hitler Whitened. Oh, best lap delta, we're a little bit faster. Second gear through here. Get on the power early. Catch the slide a bit. Run wide. Happy birthday. How much time's left in the race? We should get one more lap if we're lucky. Yeah. Do this. Get on the power early. Off it. On it. Get right on these guys' tail. I mean, we're not in 7th place. This is what VR is to me. I mean, Tom the dentist isn't here. Tom the fake dentist is there, and he's normally with Tom the dentist. I mean, that VR to me, that's the difference. 7th without VR, and it's like 4th, if not faster. If we qualified further up, I think we would be like 2nd or 3rd. I mean, it just feels so right. It's like a cup of tea with shortbread. Oh, sod off Hitler Whiting, you can go eat a biscuit. If he comes on. No! Hitler Whiting was caught napping there. Oh, we've got to watch out. No way through, Bob. Total blockage there. Who was it? I know it was a bit of a dodgy defence. Mom. I don't know who that is. Sorry about that defence, but it had to be done. Oh, come on, this is it. We've got good speed through there. We might be able to pip him on the last corner. I mean, our consistency's up by a massive amount as well. Here we go. Hitler Whiting might want a word with us for that corner cut there. I tried. That was alright though, it felt good. I mean, we were pretty close. There's a guy behind me complaining about my Berlin Wall of Muscle block. You have to do that though. Memorius. I know, someone else complaining. Tom the dentist almost had you. That was really good. That felt fantastic. It's not terrible when he's in VR. Muscle cars in VR. Hi guys in chat. Riku, Johan, Nimola. I'm going to do one more race. This is bloody amazing. This is amazing. I've got to do one more race. I'm going to be knackered tomorrow, but so good. So good in VR, guy. I mean, it's just a totally different ball game. I can't drive it. You guys have watched me stream for the last, what? No, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks we've been driving in the old 2D land. And, you know, you've seen I'm just inconsistent. I'm all over the place. Yeah, we'll do a faster car. But I put it in VR, it just makes sense. I just drive smoother. Because you notice the movements of the car. You feel like an idiot in VR if you start swaying your car all over the place. But in 2D, you're kind of like... kind of just trying to get as much out of it as you possibly can. Stop making me want VR. Go on, Erwin. I need to be a millionaire, then I'd just send everyone in chat VR headsets. I'd be like, here you go, for you. I'd be like Oprah Winfrey of VR. My computer's making a gale sound. I don't know if you guys can hear that. 1080 Ti, come on. I'm going to, I'll hassle MSI tomorrow. I'll give them a call. I'll be like, can I please have that 1080 Ti? It would be really nice. Oh dear, we're getting a bit of a strobe going on here. Right, so let's go for Formula 1 car, but some of the Formula cars in this are terrible. I think it's one of them is good. I think the Formula Renault might be rubbish. I can't remember which Formula car is good. The Formula R is a bit slippy. I think maybe the Formula Renault is alright actually. I've raced for hours in VR. You get used to it. You just need to you get a big fan. I'll put my fan on in a minute because that's it. My face is getting warm now, and it starts being uncomfortable when your face gets warm. But if you get like a desk fan, you don't have to be a massive one. Just get a tower fan and stick it on top of your steering wheel so it's blowing at your face. Put it side on. It makes it really immersive, and it instantly keeps your face cool. And even if you don't get overheated, it's just more comfortable. Otto Hansen, I don't know. The thing is, at the moment, I'm sort of in the process of moving or sorting out moving, and it's a case of working everything out. So I don't really want to be buying stuff at the moment to test. If they send one for me to review, of course I'll review it. But I've got a bunch of sim racing stuff that I'm working on at the moment as well. So yeah, it depends on the timing of everything really. Because I do really want to get into doing more VR videos. I'm debating because I've got a separate VR channel that I haven't uploaded any videos to called VR Bump, which is a totally separate thing. I've released videos on this channel as that, but I'm thinking of separating it out because general VR is totally different to sim racing, and most people on this channel know me from sim racing. So, but it is because I built this channel. I kind of think maybe I should upload it to this anyway, but I don't know. I'll have to check. I'll do a video asking people if they want to see general VR videos on this channel. If they do, then I'll upload it to here. I've got everything set to just about nothing. I'll tell you what, I'm going to restart the game actually, guys, so it fixes that graphic issue. Make a new server. Anti-aliasing set to nothing. I've got it on terrible settings because my computer's struggling. I've got a video about VR settings for Project Cars 2 that if you've got a 1070 should be quite good. If you just Google Project Cars 2 VR settings, I go over every setting and what it does. Frank Zappa likes all the content. You're just like a miserable, balding British guy complaining about stuff and starting arguments. Ask the wife for an SRH button box. Nice. She was like, what is that? Do you really need it? Do you really need that? Are you sure you want that for your birthday? Isn't that a bit boring? Are you sure you want a button box? What is a button box? Oh, is that for your driving games? Are you going to be playing your driving games with that? Do you need more buttons? You've already got so many buttons and wheels. Oh, you don't need that, do you? Wouldn't you rather have something else? That was the conversation that you had with her. I recommend turning your game window settings to... yeah, there's a little problem with that, Joshua Nissen, in that if I didn't, if I do that, then the stream won't. Nothing will come through the stream. No, still sounding like my girlfriend. 90% of VR. Yeah, I have to agree. There is a absolute ton of terrible VR games where it's just developers going, oh, we've put VR into this game, but it makes no sense. But there's the cream of the crop, and they're actually really interesting games there. So and you could say that about normal PC games. There's a ton of absolute crap PC games in general. So, but VR being new, it's its own thing. Wife VR, Gamer Muscle Wife Simulation. Oh dear, that's what you come here for, guys. Gamer VR. We'll call it Gamer VR Muscle. Password is teacup this time. No, I'll just keep it T actually, because otherwise it's confusing for you guys. I know, keep it simple. Password T, Gamer VR Muscle, Formula 3.5. want a nice... We'll do it at Brands Hatch, you know. I like this circuit. We'll do a 10-minute race. 5 was too short. We've got standing start. Should we do rolling start? Oh, we'll do standing start, because I know otherwise you complain. Gameplay is shoot this teleport. Yeah, that does tend to be a lot of VR games, rather unfortunately. The road course, I don't like the Indy course, it's too short. Brands isn't fun in these cars. What? What do you mean Brands isn't funny? That's like saying a cup of tea's not fun in this mug. Nonsense. I'll pick a different track for you just because I'm nice, but that's the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard. These cars not fun. I mean, it's a bouncy track, but still, it's at Brands Hatch. We'll go. Do you want to do something smooth and boring? Bruno, Bruno, the flattest, curviest track. That doesn't make any sense. It's actually not flat at all, but it's curvy. Alton Park. Yeah, that was a good combo. Alton Park at night. At night. Nürburgring GP. There we go. That'd be good fun in these cars. That's a good track. I like this. Serious Sam's good fun. Of the shooters, Pavlov is amazing. If you want a VR shooter that's really good, Pavlov. You're so nice, Gamer Muscle. I'd like to see your breasts. Sorry, guys, but they're private. Bruno. Yeah, Pavlov. Amazing. Get that. Not kill with Formula X. I'm not doing it. It's too bumpy. I'll throw up in my VR headset. It's a terrible suggestion. I'll do it another time. I'm quite tired now. It's past my bedtime, boys. Past my bedtime. I've been up since 4 AM. I can see your breast. Oh. If I was a sexy woman, I would have like one of those. I would have a proper lifting boob bra. I'd have a low top cut, and my camera would just be focused. It'd be like the direct drive wheel and the breasts, and I'd drive side on like this. That I would do it for the views, and I wouldn't care. So I don't blame women that do that on Twitch. You know, I mean, you got to use what you got. In my case, it's not much, but you got to use it. You got to try. 10 minutes practice. Was it too much talking, not enough driving? I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Standing start. Fantastic. I think we're all good. Game of VR Muscle. I know some of you are waiting in the list. You're waiting to get in. Sim Racing Girl's alright, you know. I actually chatted to her, and she's genuinely a nice person. She's not like you know, you get those Twitch streamers that literally are just boobs on camera. She actually, you know, she does proper reviews. If you watch her review videos, she actually does good reviews. I don't think you can't put her in that category, I don't think. And to talk to normally, she's actually like super what do you call it, like peppy. she's like she's, you know, really upbeat, which maybe it's like something in her Belgium tea. I wouldn't put her in that category. I think it's unfair. I know a few streamers where I'd definitely put them in that category though. I think we're good. We've got everything set up here. Rules and reg, that's what I was looking for. Drive-through penalties on. That's right. Oh, yeah, that's alright. What was it in realism settings? That should all be saved. Okay, so we're good. There you go, guys. Game of Muscle VRT. Are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Whoa, whoa. It's there. Her accent's cute. She's got a strange accent in English because she doesn't have a French accent. I couldn't work out where she was from. I think she's from the Flemish part of Belgium, so I get confused by that. But I have some friends that live in Belgium that I knew from when I was really young, and they had a really clear accent. From you know, you could tell exactly where they were from. So some of you are just sexist. I think everyone's a bit sexist. I can't help it. I think women are sexist, men are sexist. You can't help it, you know. It's like you know. you just have to like know that you're being sexist, and then it's not so bad because you can rein it in. When you're detecting yourself that you're being sexist, you go, "Oh, I'm being sexist. I have to stop being sexist." We need more people in general doing. Actually, saying this, I've noticed quite a few people are doing sim racing videos now. You know, there seems to be a lot more people doing sim racing this last year, which is really nice because there wasn't that many people on YouTube. I'm not talking women. I mean, men and women. Sim racing just literally had like, when I started doing sim racing videos, there was like 4 people doing them, like Empty Box, Inside Sim Racing. Some iRacers were doing them. But yeah, maybe like 5 people were doing sim racing videos, and now you've got like 10 or so channels with more than like 15,000 subscribers doing sim racing. It's pretty awesome. It's only getting bigger. It's sexist, Fez, because you never call attention to my arms, oh, or my Twinings tea bags. Okay, I'm going to leave this on a second. I'm just going to get a drink. I'm going to put my fan on as well. So you guys join in. But since we're working in VR, I just can't see the chat room. So tonight's been a success. Inside iRacing. I don't think they were. I know they were affiliated with iRacing, but I don't think they weren't biased towards it. They both. I know Sean Cole and Darren Ganges both just liked iRacing, so it wasn't like I mean, they had the iRacing shirts and stuff, but it wasn't like a forced thing. Thing is, you have to give credit to Inside Sim Racing, because Sean and Darren were like doing sim racing videos before YouTube was even like monetizable. And they managed to turn it into a business, which is pretty. I mean, doing YouTube as a business is pretty crazy, to be honest. But doing it in sim racing and doing it in 2007 is mental. So you have to give them credit, and also, I mean, Sean Cole's a sexy chap. So, and now they've got John Sabot, which is he's like he's the best looking guy in sim racing. John Sabot's like he's like the Lone Ranger. He's like the Musketeer of sim racing. I need to get a poster of his face and just put it. I need to put his face on my wheel here, just looking back at me, just so I can focus. Any time my mind wanders whilst I'm driving the racing line, I can look at his face and go, "Yeah, focus on the line." And then I could use my erection to balance the steering wheel. You know, he's just that good looking. Hang on, we've got to keep this PG-13, guys. It's past the watershed, but we've got to be careful. Thanks, you 1p foot thumb. Let me just get a drink here. Owen van der Boer, you bet effectively saying I just ruined your life there. I got my life ruined because of you. Thank you. Is the fan too noisy? Nah, it looks alright to me. You can complain, guys, if it is. Oh dear, that's not right. Right, I'm just going to get a drink. So it'll be like 2 minutes. There's 1 slot left on the server if you want to join. Okay. 25 out of 25. Nice one. Whoa, let's not spill orange juice on the direct drive wheel. That's probably not a good way to go. And be electrocuted through the sim rig. I quite like Forza with the gamepad, but it really didn't like excite me in this. I mean, I just, you know, when you play a game in VR, it's just mind blowing, and everything else just feels a bit underwhelming. But you know, once you play in VR, it's just spoiled everything really. Don't play driving simulators and don't get a VR headset because it honestly just ruins everything for you. Okay, we're starting here. I think AC runs better than Project Cars 2 because it doesn't really have to do as much. And I think the tracks are nice, and I think the cars handle in more subtle ways. But I just AC is like my home simulator. AC is like the garden shed. It's, you know, it does the job. It's the trusty garden shed. It just works. Problem with Forza 7 is the remove things that make it for. I know that's weird, isn't it? It's weird that they put all that stupid microtransaction stuff in as well for no reason. Oh, here we go. So I won't be able to see the chat room, guys. I'll check after quali or if we have a break. Oh, look at him. He's like, stop. So I can't see the chat room, guys, here. Oh, look at this cockpit. Fantastic. Look at this when it goes, because see all the cars. It's like one of those weird film things where everything's lined up. You see all the drivers in a line. Oh, you can see there's smoke coming out of his exhaust pipe. So that's cool. It's a really nice particle effect as well. We've got the mirrors are working. Whoa. Oh, the scale's spot on in Project Cars 2. I noticed in AC the scale of the vehicles is a little bit off. Oh, I feel like I'm in this car. Okay, here we go. Chat room. Invisible. Which way am I going? Left or right? Nürburgring GP. We're going right. Lights at the rears. Why is no one else coming out on track? Speed limiter on. Oh, there we go. Jimmy Turbo. Oh, look at this view. This is even better than the NASCAR view. It's like I'm on the roof. Okay. It's more like it. Oh, this is a little bit nippier than the other vehicles. Turn the force feed back up a bit. Oh, I can see the actual details on the dial quite clearly. I would say one thing I really wish they'd improve in Project Cars 2 is the braking feel is really limited. It's quite hard to tell how much you're pushing the brake from force feedback. Whoa! Get ready for our first lukewarm lap. We don't do hot laps here. Lukewarm. Cappuccini's going to microwave lap. Behind Jimmy Turbo. extreme caution. I think someone's lost it. There's a bit of tyre debris comes off Jimmy Turbo's car. Don't think we're supposed to go out through that sideways, but right on his bagpipe. Oh, he's pulled over. Bagista. Oh, nice one. Thanks for pulling over, guys. So I think VR just makes me take the driving more seriously as well. It's really weird. I'm not sure why. There's no reason why you can't take it more seriously in 2D. Probably be the same on a triple screen setup actually, a good one. Probably take that flat out and being super timid. Oh, I think I can break a like 100-meter board. Whoops! Whoops! Sideways through that. Fifth at the moment. It's hard to find out the limit with this car and hold it on it. I'm trying. Up a second, almost 2 seconds this lap. These flappy paddles on this sim gear button box are awesome. Oh, I'm such a noob. I thought the downforce would stick us a bit more. Clearly not. Oh, muddy tyres. But yeah, these flappy paddles are so definitive. The dirt's coming off the tyres slowly. So let's break an 100-meter board. Yeah, easy. Who's this? Mom. Don't know who Mom is. Just, oh, traffic cone. Just put myself into a drift coming out of that. Come on! Oh, so nice in VR, guys. It's just arousing. You can just see like the edges of the track, you know, and like the curbing and the white track line and stuff that in 2D is just like, oh yeah, that's the edge of the track. In VR, you're like, oh, it's just there. It's just there. I can get closer to it. I can push more. It's like you can reach out the cockpit and touch the road. It's bloody amazing. If you've got a VR headset, I strongly recommend playing in 2D for a bit and then go back to VR and you're like, it's like playing VR again for the first time. This car's so hard to like work out where the limit is. That Tom the fake dentist is doing some skiing. Oh, Tom the fake dentist. The Formula driver, he wasn't paying attention. And to Sebastian Vettel him. Whoa! Can't get the back out of the slide there. Well, we're up again. 6th place so far. How long we got? A couple of minutes. I can't feel the braking now. I need to work that out with this car. Also, I can't feel the limit powering out the corners, or there's mid corners. I'm sort of going over it, under it, over it. You know, I'm not balancing it at the limit. So I don't know where it is through the force feedback. Kind of changing it. How are we doing? 147. It's so cool. Down 1.2 tenths. So for some reason it doesn't want to stick through the Schumacher S's at the start. Oh, massive slowdown there. Well, this is it. Michael Jackson. Let's get the 100-metre brake board. Four tenths up, that's better. Third, there we go. That's not too bad. I'm happy with that result. How's everyone doing in chat? Hi Atif. Hi Joss. Just hunted learning Maya. Oh dear, Maya's like a nightmare to learn, especially if you learn other. It's talking about the 3D package. Riku Johan, what are you using instead? It's not reading comments. Well, yeah, that's probably half of it. the attention is on the driving, but I think when I used to do the Game of Muscle race series in Steam with VR and the VR chat. Do you think a more advanced wheel can get you more into sim racing? The better the wheel does make it more enjoyable in the same way, but the nicer graphics make it more enjoyable. But they won't. A Driving Force GT is perfectly fine. It's all right, Mr. Fake Tom the Dentist. I expected you to be doing an operation. The wheel you've got is perfectly fine to be like a world champion sim race if that was your objective. But yeah, a better steering wheel makes the force feedback's better from that, or more immersive. People argue as to what's better or worse force feedback, but well, the AI's just decided to do a donut for no reason. Fair enough. But yeah, I'd highly recommend something like a T300 as an upgrade from what you've got. I can't get the front to bite. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Pelucan, just brake lighter. That's what I've been doing. AI likes to show showboating. Frank Zapp, yeah, the Simatech rig's awesome. Yeah, you don't. I won't be able to see the chat room now, but yeah, it's definitely the case when it comes to force feedback wheels and sim racing. You don't need top end equipment. Oh, come on, don't crash. We're sinking. We're like the Titanic. We're sinking. Yeah, just oh, he's gonna crash. Hang on, NASCAR cam. No, wrong button. NASCAR cam. Whoa, watch out in the rear. Wrong gear. We just lost 5 places in one corner, but we're still going facing foot. Whoa, there he's not. He just took out off the grid. What was I going to say? Yeah, the whole wheel thing and Alien Sim Race. The thing is, Alien Sim Racer laps, it's closer, and I'm not saying this is a negative to Alien Sim Racers because they're incredible what they do. It's absolutely amazing, and they are talented at. They'd be really good at normal sim racing, and probably in many ways really good at rear wheel driving as well. But when you look at Alien Hot Laps specifically, which is I think what most people are talking about when they talk about the best times with given equipment. Hello, someone got up the inside. It's more like a rote memorisation of your footwork and your steering wheel work, which, you know, it's not like adapting to stuff that's changing, which force feedback would really help. Try to defend off the the inside there. So yeah, it depends what you want to get out of it as to what equipment you want to use. I definitely think for me, as someone that you know, I get a huge entertainment value from the force feedback. It's how I got into driving simulators. Was the force feedback is what made me really get into it, because I'd never really had a specific interest in cars. Wrong gear, I'm going to lose a place for that. So, oh, hold it. Oh, he's gone in the wall. Drag race. Hello, your wheel. Oh, he's got like dumb. What's that? Dumb Neville. I've got to change gear again. I was admiring his front wing branding. Oh, he's slid that a bit. Yeah, so for me, the OSW has added I'd say it's half of what sim racing is now in terms of just the enjoyment it adds to it. Well, I'd divide it equally actually between, well, maybe more the OSW, then a bit, then VR, and then the actual simulator. So it's sort of like a 20-20, 20 40 or something. I don't know if that math's correct, but but yeah, the force feedback was a huge component for my personal enjoyment of it. I think some people that are really anti-direct drive wheels or anti-spending money on equipment, they're kind of taking a default thing of, oh, it doesn't make you faster and it doesn't make it more realistic, which, you know, it doesn't make you, yeah, that's correct. It doesn't necessarily make it more realistic in an absolute sense, and it doesn't necessarily make you faster in an absolute sense. But it adds to the enjoyment, I think, in a lot of ways. So, there you go. That's what Uncle Muscle has to say about that topic. Let's see if we can get onto this dodgy guy's tail here. 4th place has just had a spin. There we go. Hold it in a drift. Tokyo Formula. Behind us is Belford Zorf. Behind us is clear. Oh, his front wheel's disappearing. We definitely have the car details on low. Oh dear, we need a 1080 Ti. This is going to look, if even on like mid graphics with VR. I mean, obviously I'm running midday now. Oh dear. I mean, it's a lot of money though. That's the problem with VR. Oops. And OSWs and Simrics and PT1 pedals. It's a lot of money for a game. That's why sim racing is the worst hobby to get into. The money pits of death. I mean, all hobbies have it though. I mean, quadcopters, you could easily spend thousands of pounds on that. Photography, bloody hell. I mean, at least with photography, you literally can just get a £400 camera and you literally can take, you know, you can do world-class photography with that. But then a lot of photography is travel and planning, which costs a boatload of money, so I guess you can't escape it with that. But you can get into the black hole of photography with lenses and different camera bodies and what have you. I guess at a basic level, and maybe not with Project Cars 2, but with something like Need for Speed, Assetto Corsa, and some of the other VR supporting simulators, you could, with a 1070, which you can get for £300, and a basic computer that you could get for around about £600. So say, yeah, sort of £850 computer, I would have thought. That would run those games in VR, and then it's like £450 for the VR headset now. And the driving simulator is like 15-20 quid. And that's pretty good for what you get. £1,500. Use a budget steering wheel. It's pretty good for what you pay, I think. And that lasts forever. It's not like it, you know, it's not an ongoing cost. I don't seem to be able to catch this guy up. We need a relative timer on. I'm probably driving slower than I was in quali. Let's have a look. Problem with Formula cars is people do little tweaks to the setup and it makes a huge difference. Though these guys are probably just driving better. Let's have a look. We are 8 seconds from the guy in front of us. Let's see. After this. $10 seconds, getting worse. 9 seconds. The guy behind us is 16 seconds, so we're sort of caught in the death zone. Unless that's behind, rather than it being us, it's first place. Because he's not. He's only like 2 seconds away from us, so yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. What am I saying? Don't know what I'm looking at. Don't know what I'm doing. Driving's been pretty clean though. To turn all that off, I just try and drive as fast as I can. See if we can keep getting delta improvements. $400s. Oh no! If you just turn in too much, that's enough. Oh no, I turned in too much. That was all from just turning. That wasn't the throttle, I just turned the steering wheel. That was enough to put the back out. Oh well, let's battle for 6th place. Unbelievable. I wasn't expecting that. Normally you can turn and you know, you'll feel it, or just turning isn't enough to lose the back end. Lesson learned. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Last lap? Didn't even realise. Ah! Pressure got to him. Dumb GTR. Oh, he caught it! I thought he was rotating on my screen. That's why I took such a wide angle. Let's go up the inside. There we are. That's so cool. I need to learn how to drive on the limit in this game. I can't feel it. I need to work out what the feeling of the limit is, and then, you know, try and hold it on that. Oh, I've done it again. I wonder if that's because the tyres are getting a bit worn. But still, I'd have thought, I don't see why that's... don't know why that's killing me. Oh, there goes 2 places. To work out what I'm doing there. Obviously turning too much, but, you know. Penalised. Oh dear. It's weird, AC, it's just different how the cars handle over the limit is totally different. But well, that was alright, apart from my spins. We'll see what other people are doing. So violent, so Syncade. I got destroyed by the game. Good fun though. As I said, I just need to get I need to learn what the limit is on this car and how to use it, because as it is, I just feel as soon as I get onto the limit, the car's just sliding and I can't do anything. Alright, drag us by. But guys, I think we'll see where the results are, but then we'll end the stream there. I think it's been a productive night of testing. I was only going to go till like 8:30, and here we are, 10:30. 3 hours later. 3 hours later. Oh dear. I don't know why I call it a short stream. But we'll be doing some more VR racing tomorrow. We've got sim racing system races in the evening. I can't not VR race. I mean, you know, it's how it is. I can't see the chat room, which is a shame, but you guys just have to hold your horses if you've got questions to ask. Unless you really want me to drive badly and read the chat room. You know, it's always a choice. So guys, until the next one, until tomorrow, thanks for watching everybody, everyone in chat. I didn't even read the race results. Sorry, I just autopilot there, quitting that. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night's sleep. Take care. Thanks for all the donations, actually. Before I forget, I can't even see them on the screen, but you know who you were. You know who you were that donated. Thank you so much. As I say, it means a huge amount, as Bernie Sanders would say. Night night. Take care. Goodbye.